What is up, everybody? So today, it's my birthday today, and doing my favorite video it's become kind of a tradition every year. Do the top cards in my collection. I can't think of a thing that would be more fun than going through my top cards. So this year I'm going to do a top 100. Last year I did just the top 50. But I figured, what the heck? I have so much fun doing this. Why not put the top 100 together? Plus, I think I have the cards for it to keep it interesting. Top 100 is pretty much fire all the way through. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, guys. So here are the honorable mentions, similar to what I did last year. You got 106, 105, 104, 103, 102, and 101 back there, and all in that like $400 to $500 range. This year, I think I'm going to kind of go through the values as I go through it too. You guys will have to let me know if you think that's interesting. Maybe next year I'll do kind of a breakdown of, what went up and what went down in value. And as I go through this, I will compare the rankings of the previous top 50 when I get to it. So a lot of these cards in the 100 to 51 video did not crack the list last time. So, but we'll see. There are a couple. So I thought it would be a great way to start off. Number 100 is going to be, and this is a perfect start for me, the Yankee captain, Aaron Judge, and this is the Bowman's Best in a gem mint auto 10, and thought this was fitting considering I got this 5 years ago, November 4th, 5 years ago. And I remember that because my son was born on November 3rd. And then my wife threw a surprise birthday party for me for my 40th on November 4th. And needless to say, it was a crazy day. And my friends kind of pooled their money and got me this awesome Aaron Judge card that will always be in my collection. So beautiful card. Have this around like a $450 card. At number 99 is going to be this Tommy Lasorda 1954 Topps. Beautiful card with the yellow background here. And there are 10 cards that are in that are new to the collection that crack the top 100 list, and this is one of them. So 10 or from 2023, pickups from 2023, and this is one of them, the Tommy Lasorda in an SGC 6. You're going to see a lot of this too, guys. Number 98 and number 97 are both T206 cards. You're going to see a lot of that. As you guys know, anybody that's following the value of cards, mainly what you're seeing is, if it's a modern card, it's going down. If it's a vintage card, it's holding strong. Some of the cards are even going up, and T206 cards have held very strong. In fact, in some cases have gone up in value. And these are, you just don't see cards that look like this from 1910. So I also, when I did the rankings, I did consider, eye appeal. You can see here the eye appeal on these cards. So I didn't just take the last price for particular cards. I did consider, what I think it would go for in terms of value and rankings and all that stuff. So, all right, at number 96 is a card that did crack the top 50 list last time, and it was in the honorable mentions. It was number 56, and now it's 96. So it dropped 40 spots from last year. And value of this card, similar to modern cards, have gone way down. Juan Soto having a sort of a disappointing year. It'll be interesting to see where he goes, or if he does go anywhere, if he does get traded in the offseason, because that may affect the value of his cards. Of course, as a Yankee fan, definitely keeping an eye on that. There's a lot of fantastic free agents this winter, so we'll be seeing if maybe I think he would have to be a trade if the Yankees were to get him, but there's been a lot of talk about it. All right, at number 94 is this 93 Stadium Club Derek Jeter, one of my favorite cards of Derek Jeter, the Stadium Club Murphy card. And by the way, we are still sitting around like 450, 455 for a PSA 10 of the Derek Jeter. And then 3 cards in a row. They are all gifts from my dad at one point. And was this, I think, 94, 93, and 92. So we got the Red Amos. I guess I'll just show off the 2 PSA cards, both in a 6. And again, fantastic eye appeal on both of them, both Piedmont. And can't go wrong with an old school high grade T206. And then the Bobby Thompson, the shot heard round the world, 52 Bowman in a PSA 8. Just a great looking card with the American flag in the background. And rounding out the first 10 cards, we got Frank Hogan, 1934 Frank Hogan in a PSA 8. I think this is the highest grade card that I have. You know, having a Nearman 8 for a 1934 card is pretty awesome. So that is the first 10 in the list. And all right, at number 90, we got the Pele, the 1958 A Gazzetta Esportiva. I'm probably saying that, I'm butchering that name really badly. Pele, rookie card, 1958 in a PSA 1, hand cut. Used to be part of an album, I believe. So that's at number 90. This goes for about $500. The next couple cards are like in that $500 range. The Darth Vader, 1977 Darth Vader inspects the throttle. This is one of the first Darth Vader cards ever, so pretty nice to have this in a PSA 10. At 88 is the Topps traded Tiffany Greg Maddux in a PSA 10. Beautiful looking card. Hard to tell the difference between traded and Tiffany, at least for me. Just like the regular traded and the Tiffany, but it is more glossy. I guess you could tell that up, in person, but still hard to tell the difference. At number, let's see where we at. We are at number 87, a card that is new to the collection from this year. This Eddie Matthews. Look at this card. This card is insane. So this is a 56 Eddie Matthews and a PSA 8. And every time I look at this card, I'm like, wow, it's just awesome. So the Eddie Matthews 56 and a PSA 8 with the gray back. And then 55, Clemente. This is a 56, so 2 56 cards in a row. 56 Topps, Clemente, and a PSA 5. So look at that. That's awesome. All right, next up we have the Johnny Bench and Ron Tompkins rookie, 1968. So it's in that BVG holder, 7.5. And some of these cards that, I definitely want to consider crossing them over to either SGC or PSA at some point. Would definitely up the value of the card if I were to successfully cross it over. But it'd have to be like at a grade or like maybe a half grade lower in order for it to be worth it. 1960 Topps Mickey Mantle and a PSA 4. So always nice to have a Mickey Mantle card from the 50s and 60s. And then speaking of Mickey Mantle cards from the 60s, so we got back-to-back Mickey Mantles. This card a lot nicer looking eye appeal wise in a PSA 6. The 1964 Topps Mickey Mantle. And we're getting into like $575, almost $600 range now. So T206 Willie Keeler in a PSA 3.5. Great looking portrait. One of the first ever great Yankees, the New York Highlanders, Willie Keeler. And you can see a lot of T206 cards because here's another one. Aussie Shrek. Look at this card in a PSA 6. Look at the colors on this. So beautiful Aussie Shrek. And maybe you guys think I'm overvaluing some of these cards, but I have this card at about like a $600 card in a PSA 6. Okay. Next up at number 80. Let me go to the next group here. And we got a Tom Morgan. You know, the crazy thing is that this is the, I think this is the only 52 Topps card in my top 100. So it's kind of embarrassing. Like I should have more 52 Topps cards in my top 100, but this is my top 52 Topps card. So the Tom Morgan. For as much as I talk about, 52 Topps, you would think I'd have some higher end 52 Topps cards. This is next card is a card that I picked up this year. Check this out, guys. 1878 Huntley and Palmer's. So awesome. In a 1878, without a doubt, the oldest card in my collection. And just absolutely love this. And they're definitely, there's been debate as to whether they're playing rounders or baseball here, but I've made my argument on this channel before about why I think this is definitely baseball and not rounders. And look at that back here. Fabricants de Biscuits. So 1878. It blows me away that there's cards from 1878 that look like that. I just think that card looks fantastic. From a 1878 card to a Don Mattingly rookie, and we are at number 78 and number 77, by the way. Don Mattingly, both rookie cards. You got the Fleer Mattingly in a PSA 10 and the 81 Nashville Sounds minor league card in a PSA 10. Love to hear your feedback, guys. Which card do you like better? They're back-to-back. They're about the same price. I got the Fleer at about $681, and I got the Nashville Sounds minor league card at about $700. And they are number 78 and 77, respectively. So be curious to hear what card would you rather have. Next, and we are back to the T206 cards again. Frank Oberlin in a PSA 6. Some of these are, based on my opinion of what I think the value is. Some of them, I think this one had like a recent sale, like a really high recent sale of a PSA 6. So $723 for a PSA 6. Next up is at number 75 is this Mike Schmidt rookie in a Beckett 8. Ron Say, John Hilton, and Mike Schmidt. And again, it's in that BVG holder. If this was in a PSA holder, it would be worth probably about $400 more. So, but definitely love this. This is a great card. I got this car raw and then had it graded by Beckett, and it came back as an 8. Speaking of cards that I picked up ungraded, I also bought this card, this Willie Mays ungraded, and had it submitted. And I remember the guy that I bought it from. He's like, yeah, it's a 5 or a 6. I'm like, all right, buddy. See, it's so funny when you talk to dealers, they act like I don't say anything. I pretend like I don't know anything. And then, he's like, all right, good luck with getting it graded. And it came back as a 7. Next up is going to be, speaking of Beckett holders, another Beckett holder card. I actually bought this in a Beckett holder. It was just a great deal. I think I got it for I got $200 is what I got this card for. In a Beckett 4, the Satchel Paige 53 Topps in a BVG 4 now goes for about $800 in a 4, even in a Beckett holder. Great looking card. I've had some people reach out to me and try to buy this off of me, and I haven't budged on it. I'm like, nope, not selling it. Sandy Koufax rookie in a PSA 3.5. Yeah, now we're in like $800 range, $800 for each one of these cards. Sandy Koufax rookie. And then the Aaron Judge, we are at number 71, the Aaron Judge Bowman Sterling. This might be one of the best cards I ever pulled from a pack. Pulled this from a pack a long time ago when I had never even heard of Aaron Judge, and came back as a PSA 10, and it's pretty awesome that I pack pulled this one. All right. Next up at number 70, moving along here, the Topps Gold Derek Jeter that I bought from my man B-Roth 6. This card went way up after I bought it from him and then came crashing back down again to about the price that I bought it from him. So Derek Jeter Gold in a PSA 10. And next is the Walt Disney Mickey Mouse card in a PSA 8. I think Walt Disney would be rolling over in his grave right now if he saw some of the stuff that's going on with like Snow White and the 7 magical creatures. It's just kind of just ridiculous. But anyway, it's an awesome card. It was just at Disney World and ran a marathon through Epcot and through Hollywood Studios. So, but just an awesome card. Walt, 1931, I think 3 years after he invented Mickey Mouse, this card was created. Next up is this Jacob deGrom Gold, and it's got some black fuzz here, in a PSA 10, 2014 Topps Chrome Gold in a PSA 10. Another card that maybe I'm probably overvaluing this card, but got Eloy Jimenez Sapphire, number 67 on my list, and you can see here this is number 2 of 10 on the Eloy Jimenez Purple Sapphire. And again, another card that's really hard to value. There hasn't been a sale of this, but I know that Trout cards have come crashing down. This is a second-year Trout, the black, and it's numbered 57 of 99 at number 66. At number 65, you got the Luke Skywalker, 1977 Star Wars card. Wish I had purchased this in a PSA 10, but I bought this like weeks after the PSA 10 sold for like $8,000. I think there was a PSA 10 that sold for like $50,000 or something like that. And so, but I'll settle for a PSA 8, the Luke Skywalker. This goes for about $1,000. The Luke Skywalker, card number 1 of the set. Probably the most iconic Star Wars card. And on to 2012 Topps Update. Without a doubt, my best Bryce Harper card. Again, a card that I pack-pulled long time ago, and this is numbered 2012, 11/11 of 2012. The Bryce Harper Gold in a PSA 10. Next up is going to be the Walter Payton. What are we at? We're at number 63. So this was, by the way, this was number 53 on my list last time, so it's down 10 spots from where it was about a year ago. Football cards, basketball cards have taken the biggest brunt, and so modern cards have been hit hard, obviously, but even vintage basketball and football have taken a big hit. But this one is down to number 63 on my list. Next up is the Pepto-Bismol Bob Gibson at number 62. Beautiful looking PSA 6 from the 59 Topps set. And then rounding out to number 61 is a new card to the collection from 2023, the Babe Ruth Sanella Margarine card from 1932. Look at that, in a PSA 5. Great looking card. Maybe not as popular because it's an oversized card. I think it's all in German here in the back. And it's actually not that rare, which is another reason why it's not maybe as crazy valuable as you might think. But it is a Babe Ruth card from 1932, which is a great looking card too. All right, so the last 10, and then we'll wrap up this video. And then I think I'll probably post top 50 to tomorrow at some point. But at number, number 60 is the Lou Alcindor, another oversized card in a PSA 5. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and took a huge hit on this card compared to what I bought it at, but that's okay. Beautiful Lou Alcindor. At number 59 is this Cy Young card, and been trying to get another Cy Young card. I got outbid recently on a PWCC auction, and unfortunately, but I was very close to bringing home a huge Cy Young card, but was outbid at the last second. At number 58 is the 1979 Topps Wayne Gretzky in a PSA 6. So it's pretty awesome to, having a Wayne Gretzky that, rookie card that didn't even hit the top 50. You got the Dave Winfield rookie at number 57 in a PSA 9, which is a crazy grade. At one point, I think I gave away the Dave Winfield rookie, and then I decided I wanted to buy it again, and I picked it up in a PSA 9. At number 56, I keep forgetting to, compare it against last year. This was at number 47, so it's down 9 spots. The Roger Clemens is down 9 spots to number 56. And by the way, we were at about like, this card goes for about $12.50. So just to give you an idea of where we're at in terms of value. The Rube Waddell card that I picked up a couple of years ago at the National in Chicago, T206 Rube Waddell, perfectly centered PSA 4. This is down 7 spots from number 48 to number 55. Next up, Ohtani. Congratulations to Shohei Ohtani and Ronald Acuna for winning the American League and National League Cy Young MVPs in the American League and National League. And this is the Shohei Ohtani Mega Box. I actually gave away one of these cards at one point, which is kind of crazy. I had 2 of them, and I gave one of them away. Okay, so 3 left. This one I completely forgot that I even had in my collection. So number 53, the Pete Rose rookie, 63 tops. I totally forgot that I added this card this year. 4.5, Pete Rose rookie. So card that, you know, similar to the Nolan Ryan card, a card that was like on my wish list forever. That it's like, you can't believe that you don't own it. And I finally added the Pete Rose card this year in a 4.5. All right, 2 more cards. Let's see. And I think actually we are at 52 and 51. So 52 is going to be the Larry Bird, Julius Erving, Magic Johnson card in a PSA 7. Great looking card. I think I saw Golden is selling a PSA 10 version of this card. They said something about the print dot. There's no print dot. I don't know. Does this one have the print out? I'm sure it does. But PSA 7. So happy to have that. And then number 51, just to wrap up this video, card that goes for about $1,400 is this Ric Flair. Woo! 82 wrestling Ric Flair in a PSA 6. Look at that card. Love it. Another card that's new to the collection, the 1982 wrestling Ric Flair All-Stars Series A. So that is number 51 on this list. So that'll be it. That'll be it for the first half of this countdown. Stay tuned for 50 to number 1, which I'll look to post tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will talk to you later. Peace.